A decades-old mystery solved after DNA evidence links a man dubbed the Bridge Hero by local media to his family. Today, the Yolo County Coroner's Office identified the remains of a 1987 John Doe as James Ray Miller of Iowa.
Quite the story. The unidentified man had jumped into the Sacramento River trying to rescue people who had driven off the bridge. CBS 13's Kelly Ryan spoke with his daughter today and brings us the story.
Christine Feldhaus grew up in Ames, Iowa, where her dad, James Ray Miller, took off in his car in 1986 after being accused of robbing a bank.
I knew Dad was missing. I always knew he was gone. I grew up thinking Dad was a bank robber, and he ran off.
Unbeknownst to her, hundreds of miles away, in September of 1987, a truck plunged off the Tower Bridge after an intoxicated bridge operator raised the span without turning on the warning lights. 2 people in the truck drowned. According to the Yolo County Sheriff's Office, a few days later, a body was recovered, a John Doe. That's where things get complicated. John Doe had another man's birth certificate in his pocket, so the coroner's office misidentified him. Then a man authorities describe as a con artist said John Doe was his brother, and he took the ashes in an attempt to steal his identity. He later mailed the ashes back. For most of her life, Feldhaus believed her dad, who had repeated trouble with the law, was dead.
Yes, he was an alcoholic. Severe.
But with the birth of her 5th child, who she named after her dad, she decided to find the truth and searched a Justice Department website for missing people.
I'm looking at this picture of a John Doe, and I put it up with a picture of Dad, and I see my dad.
She then submitted her DNA, waiting to hear more. She searched newspaper clippings about the John Doe that she thought could be her father, and she found a fascinating story.
He saw a truck go into the bridge or into the water, and from what I understand, he ran or dove into the water and never came back. So he was trying to help save people, and that is a huge, awesome thing that I never saw coming.
After recently learning the DNA was a match to James Ray Miller, she's glad she can now tell her kids Grandpa died trying to help people.
It was vindication, a really big vindication for me, because I grew up thinking that, you know, my dad's not there because he doesn't care. Dad died doing the right thing, and that makes up for everything.